made this mini vase here. Try and go live on TikTok. Still trying to save Joanne's. Today's gonna be an at-home vlog, and today I'm gonna focus on some sewing, but first I want to just like get myself together because I look crazy. I just threw on a summer dress. I'm gonna just be staying home, but since I'm indoors, it's fine that it's freezing outside because I won't be out there to suffer. I'm just gonna put some makeup on really quick and then, you know, get into sewing. So I plan on launching book sleeves slash Kindle sleeves and also keychains. So I wanted to introduce some new sewing products other than my makeup bags. I actually haven't really debuted my makeup bags at the usual markets that I go to. I've just done it at the few holiday markets that I've had. They were markets that I'm pretty new to and I don't have an audience at all. I don't have anybody that are like reoccurring customers basically. Yeah, I haven't been able to really like showcase them at places where I already have an audience. So I feel like once I do that, I'll have a better understanding of how people feel about the makeup bags that I make, but also like the price point and stuff like that. I think the hardest thing about developing new products is creating a price point that makes sense because, you know, sewing is not an easy skill to learn. It's not cheap either, and it takes time. It takes a lot of time to, you know, learn how to sew and then like learn the basics, but then also like learn how to sew specific items and get good at it enough that you feel confident to actually sell it to people. So you have to think about like the sewing machine costs a lot of money. That's like minimum for a good sewing machine. It could be anywhere from $100 to $200, but that's and they actually go higher than that too. So I got a Brother machine. I forget which one I have. I'll put it somewhere on the screen, but I have a Brother sewing machine and it has the capability to embroider, and I did it on purpose because I wanted to embroider like tote bags and like shirts, sweaters, things like that. I thought that would be cool, but I actually haven't used the embroider part of my machine, which is actually kind of funny. I think I was just like, let me just learn how to sew first. But I think it could be really fun because even for like book sleeves and stuff, like I can embroider different sayings and like reuse some of the sayings I use for my bookmarks on my book sleeves, you know, make cute little puns and stuff like that. So that's something that I'll eventually do, but in the interim, I'm just learning how to sew. And yeah, it's not cheap. You know, you have to buy the fabric. Always look for sales for fabric. Obviously, everybody always looks for sales because why spend a lot of money on something that you can get a discount on? But regardless, when it comes to learning how to sew, you have to use that fabric, which costs money. You have to get the right thread. You have to get the rulers, the rotary blades, the scissors, the bobbins, just like all those accessories and things. And as you start to get in the flow of sewing, you realize, wow, my lips are dry. You learn what you need versus what you don't need. So I didn't go ahead and get a bunch of things before I got the sewing machine. The one I have came with bobbins, it came with, you know, some basic things, some needles and stuff. But eventually, as I started learning how to make makeup bags, I realized to go over the zipper and just do all the, like sewing all the batting, the zipper, all the stuff, like the thicker parts of the fabric. It was really hard and the needle kept breaking. I mean, a part of it was because I wasn't using it properly, like I wasn't doing the right things. So especially over the zipper, you're supposed to kind of walk the needle over, and I learned that by watching a YouTube video. So I haven't had a broken needle in a really long time, but also the other key was buying this needle that is meant for jeans, and I'll put the type of needle down below. But yeah, I had watched a video on this, and they said, yeah, you can use the jean needle because obviously, given the name, it's meant to help with thicker fabrics or sew over thicker fabrics. So I got that, and I haven't had an issue since. It definitely is a lot more sturdy than I guess I was just using like a basic needle. I don't really know. But I guess I was just using a basic one. But anyways, yeah, with the book sleeves and things like that, I've just been, you know, making different designs. And one thing I've noticed with sewing, I actually really like designing and like just figuring out like what patterns I want to quilt. Or like I've learned that I love quilting grid patterns instead of like the usual like diamond pattern. And I think it just goes with my vibe. I like it. Stylistically, I think it looks really good. I've been loving using denim fabric and just like really playing around with the different color threads. So right now I'm making a book sleeve that is denim, like a dark denim, and I did a grid quilting on it with that like yellow gold thread that you would usually find on jeans, and I really love it. I think it looks really cute. One thing I have been struggling with sewing my stuff is just like putting my logo on my things, which sounds such a stupid thing. Like obviously if it's your brand, you should put your logo on things, but sometimes, you know, I'm self-conscious about it, and I'm like, what if people don't like my logo? And the reason why they don't purchase my stuff is because my logo is like front and center, you know. And I was thinking maybe I should put the logo in the inside versus like the outside or something, but I kind of talked myself out of it because, or I'm trying to talk myself out of it because, you know, this is my brand, obviously. I've worked very hard on the branding. I've worked hard on the logo, on choosing the colors, choosing the vendors in which I purchase the labels from, just all these things. I've done all this stuff, and I should be proud of it. And if people decide that they don't want Quien Soy Shoppe labeled anywhere on their products, then they're not my customer. And that's it. That's that. But other than that, pricing is a huge thing for me because I don't want to make my products unaffordable, but I also want to make sure that it's affordable for me to make these products. And sorry. Okay. Clearly I need to get more. Sometimes after a few days of having washed my hair, I just let the curls fall, and I'll take this curl cream and I'll mix it with water and just put it through my hair just to get rid of the frizz. And then I get to have a different hairstyle of like this wavy look versus my usual curls. But yeah, sometimes I'm just too lazy to revitalize my curls because my hair takes too long to dry. And like even now, it's like a little bit wet, but it's fine. I just wanted to look somewhat presentable for filming. But anyways, yeah, I just struggle with the pricing, you know. I want to make sure that it's affordable for you guys, but also that it's something that makes sense for me business-wise as well. So I've just been doing a lot of research. Honestly, looking on Etsy isn't very helpful at times because, especially with candles, I've noticed that people lowball themselves in order to get sales. Like, to be competitive, they will charge like maybe like $14 for an 8-ounce candle, and I'm like, how can you afford that? How is it possible that you're able to charge that much money on top of the fees from Etsy and still come out on top? I don't understand that. So I feel like Etsy isn't a good place to look. Honestly, I've been looking on TikTok a lot and just like focusing on there because people on there definitely don't lowball themselves in terms of their products, especially with sewing goods. They don't do that. There is one girl who sells her book sleeves slash like Kindle sleeves for, I think the smaller versions were like $36. And then the price varied depending on if you wanted a bow on it, small bow, large bow, no bow. So I don't know. I've just been struggling with that. So I have to just do more research to figure out what will work best for me. And then, I don't know, we'll see. So I have two designs. So this is one of the designs that I have finished. And I just need to add my logo here, my label. And yeah, it's just like a pink gingham with a red embroidered heart like all over it, and then I have the straps here that you can tie into a bow. So I was going to put buttons on these, and I have a ton of buttons that I've bought, but when I was doing my research just to make sure that that's something I wanted, I saw this other style where you can just create two ties and you know you can make a cute little bow, and I thought that was adorable, so I decided to go with that instead. And I still do want to make like proper cases for Kindles and like tablets and stuff with a thicker cushion. So these do have like an interfacing in it, and it's on the thinner side, but with the fabric and stuff, like it's good enough for, you know, books. It's meant to be a book sleeve, but you could use it for your iPad as well. So if you wanted to just like put a book in here and then say like your iPad mini or something like that, or your Kindle, you can definitely stuff it in here. But these are meant to be book sleeves. So basically what fits in these sizes is 2 books. So this, the Midnight Library book has, let's see, 288 pages, and then I'll just stick it next to each other. So this is my daily like journal, and they pretty much are like the same thickness, I would say. In terms of height, they're like pretty much the same. So you can fit 2 of these in here like this, nice and snug, and it's not too tight or anything. Like you could easily pull them out if you wanted to, and then you would just tie it up real cute like. If I can tie it, there you go. Yeah, and that's it. So I think they're really cute. And then this is the one I was talking about with the grid on the denim. So this one I love so much. So you can see the thread there is like this golden, like orangey yellow color. And then I put my logo in the center because I thought it looked really cute and kind of reminds me of like a composition book. So it's super cute. And yeah, it has the ties as well. I think the ties will probably vary in thickness dependent on like which fabric I'm doing, but these are a little bit thicker, and then it also has that goldish, you know, orange thread. So then the inside is this like brown copper color, which I love so much. So yeah, those are the 2 I have. I've gotten a ton of fabric, so I plan on making quite a lot of variations. So yeah, I have a lot of work to do. My first pop-up is February 8th. And yeah, I will eventually make as many as I can. I think what I'll do for that first pop-up, since it'll be like a wine and chocolate festival, like a Valentine's Day thing, I'll bring a bunch of bookish related things because I feel like that's very giftable. Obviously I'm bringing my candles, but you know, in case people don't want candles, they'll have other bookish things to get, because a lot of times, a lot of my other sales other than candles would come from my magnetic bookmarks, so, which I haven't restocked in a very long time, which I need to do. And I also have to make new ones too, because I haven't designed any new ones in a very, very long time, so it's kind of unfortunate. I just haven't had time. But yeah, let's just, I don't know. So I don't really talk about my pottery classes or like really take you along on those, but this is one of the mugs that I make. Well, I made myself, and I think it's so cute. It has a lot of drips on the side, which It wasn't necessarily planned, but it turned out really nice. And then the inside, I have leftover coffee in here, but the inside is like a sea moss, seaweed kind of color, and it looks really good. And then I had made this like chip and dip bowl as well. This one actually has a crack on the side here, so I can't actually use this for anything other than chips because it's just not food safe. Like if like wet food, not wet food, ugh. But basically if I put like rice or anything, it gets stuck in there, then I can't exactly clean it. So chips only. And then I also made this like mini vase here. Oh my god, I'm knocking into everything. I made this mini vase here, and I love how this one came out. The outside glaze is called Orchard, I think. Yeah, Orchard. And then I put Orchard on the inside as well, but then on top of the Orchard, I put this seaweed. The glaze is called seaweed, so it's like a green color, but I put the seaweed just like on the inner rim, and it came out so nice. It almost looks iridescent. So I think I really like this combo, and I'm going to keep at it. And then this combo, this outside one is oatmeal, and then the inside is also oatmeal, but I put seaweed on top of it. So I'm not a huge fan of these like dots because I forget what that phobia is called, but it's like that phobia of clusters. I'm not a fan of that. But it didn't turn out too bad with this one because that's the same combination I used. So for the inside of this one, it doesn't really look like that, which I'm grateful for because I love this mug. It's like the perfect size for an 8-ounce cup of coffee. So anyways, I was really excited about that. I also made a few bowls, but they're in the sink right now that I need to wash. So I'm just gonna make myself some coffee. And this will be my second cup of coffee, but it's fine. I know I've been talking a lot, but I wanted to know, do you guys like it when I chit chat? Because I'm a quiet person in person, but I realize when I turn the camera on, I become very chatty, which I don't know if that's just me becoming more comfortable talking to a camera by myself, but yeah, do you guys enjoy me chit-chatting, or are you like, shut up girl, just like make something? Yeah, this is my coffee. It's so cute. I love it so much. It's like the perfect amount. So once I put the creamer, it'll probably be a little bit too high, but it's fine. And my favorite creamer is peppermint mocha. I get this one every time. I also like Chobani, the Chobani creamers. They have, I think they have a peppermint mocha. No, they have a hazelnut one that I really like. And it actually tastes a lot like chocolate too, which I guess makes sense. I think what I'm going to do today, I have some fabrics that are already cut up, and originally they were supposed to be for makeup bags, but I'm thinking that the design would work out better as book sleeves, so I'm thinking about just turning them into book sleeves instead. I've also been doing some research, or just like, you know, on TikTok, I just really scroll all the time, and like everybody, but I tend to follow, like anytime I see somebody who does pottery, I don't even need to watch the video in full, like I'm just following you. Same thing with sewing, like if you do any kind of like sewing project, I'm following you. So yeah, and it's just that way I can just watch people, like maybe there are things, techniques that they have that I can just pick up on, or even just like get ideas for how they make things. Maybe the process in which they do something is better than what I'm currently doing, because like I said, I tend to just like do things and learn from my mistakes. And I'm trying to be more efficient and work smarter, not harder. So yeah, I've been watching a bunch of people, and there's this one girl who had made like reusable makeup wipes, which I thought was very interesting. It's super easy to make, and I'm always looking for different ways to use up my scraps for my fabrics. And like I could technically just like quilt a bunch of my scraps together and make some really cute reusable makeup wipes. That was really interesting. Also, I was thinking about making like bookmarks with my scraps as well, quilting them if I have to. So that's another option, but I just want to reuse the scraps that I have, or like reuse some of the things that I have, because fabric is not cheap. It's more sustainable to just like use what you have and like try and create with what you have. So I want to try and consider that, but also we're also trying to save Joann's. So if I have to go get more fabric, I will. This is a sewing project I did the other day, and I wanted to test out creating like a cute little satchel bag situation. Not so much satchel because it can only go on your shoulder, but I was able to make this without any pattern, which is so fun. Like, that's so exciting for me. But I saw a bag on Pinterest that I really liked, and it was kind of this like square rectangular type of boxy bag, and I was like, I want one of my own. And this is also plaid. Like, it's a very, let me move you guys this way, it's a very like clueless type of fabric, which I thought was super cute. And yeah, I just created the pockets here. I put a seam down the middle so that way there's 2 pockets there, and it's like the perfect fit. Let's just say my keys are on here, to put your keys here and then your phone. The thing about me is like I need quick access to both my keys and my phone, so this is perfect for that. And then on the inside, this is where I made a mistake because, oh, I also created like a tie to keep it closed. Originally I didn't have it there, but I realized that it's very floppy if you don't have it. I had made a pocket here, and I quickly realized that this pocket was really big for this bag. It should have been smaller, but I think it was a happy mistake, or like a good mistake, because I realized it's actually a really nice division if you have a book or maybe your wallet or just like anything. It creates like a really huge pocket to place other things in, like books or like tablets or something. So it worked out really nice, and it fits a bunch of things. I used this actually when we went to the museum to take our daughter to the museum, and I put her changing pad in there, I put her Pampers in there, her wipes in there, extra pair of clothes, some like extra things, my stuff, so like my wallet, my keys, my phone, chapstick, lotion, like literally everything that you could possibly need I put in there, and it worked out really nice. It's actually like, it's not a huge bag, but it fits a lot. So yeah, I was really excited that that worked out really well. And also I would like to make more of those bags, that way I can sell at markets. So I'm really excited to do outdoor markets actually, because it would be fun to see people's reactions to the bags that I'm creating, because of the other vendors I've seen there, and there's not many people. There are people who sew. Let me not go down that route. There are people who sew, but I don't think that there's anybody who would be sewing things that I'm creating. There is another business that does some keychains and like book sleeves and things like that, so that's not necessarily going to be unique. I'm really cool with her too, so it's no big deal. But yeah, I don't know, I think the bags are really cute, and I can't wait to make more of those and more designs. I also have to get more of that fabric because I really love how it turned out. So yeah, anyways, I'm trying to get myself set up over here. I don't have my tripod. I don't know where it is. I think it's in my car actually, so I have to figure out a place to set you guys, that way we can kind of like get going and start like sewing something before my baby wakes up from her nap. Okay, that might work. Perfect. So this is the interfacing that I use. If you're curious about which one I chose, it's the Pellon 971F. So it's fusible. It's fusible thermal lam plus. So it's really soft. It's thick. It's not like too thick. Again, like I was saying, but it's enough for a book sleeve. think I might just get the fabric ready for the denim one, but I think I should focus on creating different designs so that way I can take photos of them and start promoting them. And then once I've made all the designs, and then I can go back and stock up on each of them, if that makes sense. I'm just cutting this to size. I think I might just cut a few more just to get them ready for other designs as well. It'll probably save me a little bit of time as well. Oh, that worked out perfect. I'll just cut this down. I have this really cute fabric that I got actually during Halloween time. It was on sale because usually in Joann's their holiday stuff is always on sale, but this one just has like crescent moons all over it and it's black and white with like pink. My lighting is like very like orangey yellow, which is why this video looks like this, although I don't actually mind it. And also, sorry for back here, this is like all the miscellaneous things that we don't have room for. This goes there, so it doesn't look pretty, sorry. But this is like reality. I've had this fabric since then. I haven't made anything with it, so why not make some book sleeves with them? And I love this fabric. I think it's so cute. So hopefully other people think so too. Also, one thing I wanted to do as well, because I noticed like everyone that I follow that makes book sleeves, they use a lot of like floral patterns, a lot of like gingham, and I love that stuff too. It's really cute, but there's not enough variety of like different styles I noticed. So I don't know, I have a different aesthetic as well, and I think things like this are cute. You know, like the denim is something different that I haven't seen, so I don't just try and buy things or fabrics that are like trendy or people like generally people will like. I also try and find things that are a little bit more niche and I'm not really sure of, just to like test the waters, but also maybe to just stand out just a little bit. So I don't know, we'll see how it really goes. You know, once markets come, I can gauge people's reactions and see what they really feel, how they really feel about all that stuff. I'm gonna try and go live on TikTok. I don't market on TikTok well enough, but I've been like making videos on like my pottery and sometimes my candles, but also I've been doing a lot of like sewing and pottery and stuff on there. But if you have TikTok, follow me. My name is Ashley Mariah, not Quien Soy Shoppe. It used to be that, but now it's going to be Ashley Mariah, but I'll put it down below. But we're going to start sewing now. My battery is dying, but that's okay. So my camera died and the battery is at my studio, so that's really cute. So while you guys were like not here, I made this book sleeve. So you at least saw me cut the fabric and iron the interfacing and whatnot together, but this is what it came out like. This is my first time using the tube mechanism thing. I love it. It's a little bit hard at first to kind of get it through. It takes a little bit of finagling, but I like how I don't need to fold this in and like sew it. Looks really good. I just ironed it down just to make sure that it's flat. the inside is the same fabric as the outside, because like I said, I don't have a lining fabric that could match this very well, but super cute. I love it. So let's do a test with some books. Okay, so I have 2 books. I have How to Tell a Story, and then When They Win, You Win. So this one, let's see how many pages it is. Minus the index. Actually, with the index. With the index, this is 296 pages. And then this one is 312 pages. So we're gonna put these in here. And yeah, it fits lovely. So you can fit 2 nice sized books in there. It's so cute. I'm so excited. So excited. Oh my god, it's so cute. Okay. And then you can just tie it like that, and it's just so cute. So cute. Yeah, so I'm very excited for this. Okay, so I have this one, and then I have this fabric here that I need to sew up. So then that makes 4, actually 5 designs that I have done. Let me see. So yeah, technically, once I'm done sewing that skull one, I'll have 5. So this was the first one I made, which also has the same lining fabric in the inside. I do kind of like that. Is it wasteful of nice fabric? Is it wasting nice fabric? I don't know. Don't know the answer to that, but it's really cute. Like, there's something about the fabric being the same that I really like. Same thing with this one, super cute. But yeah, I'll have this one, and then you're leaning on the other 2. So it'll be these. Sorry. So that means that I'll have this one done. So that's one design. This is the other design. This one here. This one. And then once I'm done sewing the skull one, I'll have this one as well. So I like where we're going. I have to prioritize some other ones. So here are some other fabrics that I have. So of these fabrics, I have this one that is really pretty. It's very like spring, and it's just like really cute. And I think this would be a nice addition to this collection as well. It gives variety for everybody. I think not everybody likes this kind of fabric or like this kind of design, but also not everybody likes this. So there's like a little bit of something for everybody. And then I have this one that I really like. I think it's really cute. I also got this one that's just so pretty. It's like very springy, very summer. It has the plaid, and then it has oranges, or is it peaches? I think they're oranges, but it's just really cute. So I'll have this one as well. And then I got this fabric. How cute is that? This just reminds me of like historical romance. So I was thinking about making a collection that is bookish and basically making like different kind of like gift sets, whether that's for like other people or yourself, but gift sets based on the different type of romance you like. So if you like historical romance, so like this could be like a good fabric for historical romance, or even like this one. Like this gives like Victorian era. This gives me like romance. So like say if I had these and I paired it with a candle, not sure what kind of scent I could pair it with, but like a candle and then like a bookmark, and then that could be like a historical romance collection or like gift set or something. And then I could do that with, I mean, contemporary romance is very general, but I could also do it with like contemporary romance, or I can like break it down by trope and do like whatever an enemies to lover would be, or like if I wanted to get into like smut, because I mean, why wouldn't I? Like I could do something that's like very spicy too, but what would that look like? I'm not sure. But anyways, I think it would be like super cute to do something like that.
And my friend from work was telling me that I should absolutely do it. I also work for a reading app that specializes in romance fiction. So if you like smut, actually, I should probably keep my company private, but I work for an app. I'm the head of marketing for this app, and we specialize in romance fiction. So I feel like I have to do something that is romance related. It's also the reason why I sell the Spicy Book Club magnetic bookmark, because it's like, it's my job to sell that. So anyways, but I have these fabrics, so I'm excited for this one. And I got all of these from Hobby Lobby, by the way. Actually, did I? Yeah, I got them all from Hobby Lobby. I also got this fabric. So these actually are not meant to be for book sleeves. This one's meant to be for like tote bags. So I got this like really nice orange color, which I love. I actually have the lilac version, the green version, and then the like denim blue version of this fabric. This is 50% linen, 50% cotton. So if you know what linen feels like, I mean, cotton is very soft and then linen has a little bit of rougher texture. So it's exactly what you would expect of it being a 50-50 blend. It's very nice fabric. I think it'll make great tote bags, like very high quality tote bags, and they look really cute. I also got this amazing fabric. If you know, you know. But I saw this and I was like, yeah, I gotta get this. And this is gonna be a tote bag. 100% tote bag. I might even make like toiletry bags that go with it. And then I also got this fabric. Now this is very different, but when I saw it, I was like, this would make a fantastic tote bag, or even like a purse or something. This just looks so cool. It kind of gives me like Y2K vibes a little bit. They had other colors, and I was gonna get like every color that they had, but I was like, let me just stick with this one because this is the one that caught my eye. So I'm gonna stick with this one, see how it does. Hopefully people like it, because I'm kind of going like, these things are very specific, you know, so. But the thing I like about sewing is being able to design. Like choosing fabric is a part of it. Choosing fabric is a big part of, you know, any kind of sewing project being successful at a marketplace or like selling online or anything. So, and then like what you do with it too. But I enjoy that part of sewing, and like sourcing fabric is just so fun to me. And I don't want to do anything where I like buy fabric that I see everybody else get because everybody thinks like floral is cute, so I should get like every kind of color floral, or like get all the different colored like plaids. And then of course I'm going to buy those things because I want to cater to everybody. Like I want my shop to be shoppable for everyone, which is why I have like the skulls, I have like the crescent moon fabric. So yeah, but these I'm very excited for. I'm very excited. And I just have a ton of fabric in general. Like literally look at this. These are all fabrics, and this at one point was organized, but I've been like sifting through it to find what I want. But like I have so much fabric. This is my favorite, the cow print. This like plaid is so nice. I thrifted this one. This was actually a curtain, and I made these in 2 bags, like little market bags, and I sold them over the summer. They did pretty good. And then this is the green version. This is the fabric I use for the first book sleeve that I have, and then these are my other fabrics. I do have like green lining here that match, like all these linings match the cotton and linen blend, so I have all of those there. These are all of my like satin fabrics for my my scrunchies. This right here, now I'm just giving you a tour of my fabric section, but these are all of my scrunchie fabrics that are already cut up and ready to go and like to sew, which I haven't done yet. But these are all of my scrap fabrics. As you can tell, there's a lot of scrap fabric that I can do something with. So I'm considering things. I told you guys earlier that I'm thinking maybe I can use my scrap or some of my scrap fabrics that make sense to make like reusable makeup wipes. I could also use them to make bookmarks. But anyways, I have all these other fabrics. I also have this one. This one actually probably would have been good lining, but I don't have much of this one left. So I think I'm just gonna make them into book sleeves with whatever I have left and call it a day for that one. I have this fabric. This is what I used to make my bag that I showed you guys earlier. I love this fabric. I actually need to get more. This is my other fabric that I got. I got this on sale at Joann's. I think it was like super cheap. It's like one of their like last chance fabrics. And then this is actually a curtain that I got from this thrift shop. And it's actually really nice fabric. So I'm thinking about making these into like market bags. And then this is another fabric that I have. These are some other fabrics. These are like canvas or like denim fabrics that I have. And I think I have to figure out what to do with these. I feel like people didn't react too well with these. But maybe I can make them into bags. Like tote bags. And then this is another fabric I have, which I am thinking about making them into just book sleeves. But what do you think? Should I make them into a tote bag too? And I think I'm going to make the cow print into tote bags as well. This is also the leftover denim fabric that I have, which means I need to get more because this is not enough. That's not enough. I love the denim fabric so much, so I need to get more of that. But that is all my fabric. I didn't mean to do like a tour of that, but that's that. But yeah, this is like my full setup here. I got this desk from Bed Bath & Beyond, and then I got this unit from Bed Bath & Beyond. And they don't go together, but they kind of do in a way. But yeah, I just use this to like store all the miscellaneous things that I have. These are all like my zippers. This is like for, what do you call, my wristlets. This is the glue that go inside the hardware to just make sure everything stays in place. Like this clamp keeps everything in place. Like you'll use this to squeeze everything down, but this just also helps to secure everything. This thing right here is to actually create creases. That way you can have a guide for when you're quilting. So I should leave this out. This should go like, I have this little rotating thing here that has all my like quick grab sewing tools. Anyways, so these are all the hardwares I have for my wristlets. Actually, there's more here. I'm waiting for the silver ones to come in. And then these are like extra elastics for my scrunchies. These are those like little clamp things that you use for hang tags. I bought a bunch of those. I actually have to reorder hang tags. And then this is just miscellaneous things that I have. This is the old calendar I had from last year for marking down all of my markets. So I need to get a new one. I actually have a regular like notebook version, so I don't need to get a new one. I have something for that. But yeah, there's just like random things I have down there. But and then there's like storage over here too that I kept. Like these are like my daily journals and just like random things, my slippers. But yeah, that's kind of everything. And then I have this thing here that I put all of my threads on. And then in here I have my bobbins, some extra elastics, and then these over here are actually for my tote bags. So I do plan on using this for tote bags, or maybe some tote bags, because I just like the straps. I think that they're a lot sturdier. So they're just hard to sew because they're very thick. But yeah, and then these fabrics are specifically meant for the satin wristlets that I want to make. So they are very specific to it because they're like polyester, versus the other ones that I have are not polyester. And that's because they're wristlets, they're gonna get dirty, and you're most likely not gonna use it for your hair anyway. So, but they do feel nice. Like having a satin wristlet feels great on your wrist. It's like very comfortable. If holding your keys on your wrist is something that you like to do. But yeah, that's like really it. And this is meant to be for like inspiration, like put up inspirational stuff. But as you can see, my cats have just used it as a scratching board, so not exactly inspirational. But yeah, that's my space. And I've just been like adding stickers to my like sewing machine, because why not? There was like a moment where I was like, should I put stickers on here? Like, why would, like, I don't want to mess it up. But then I realized, like, this is my machine. Like, I bought this machine. Like, why am I questioning this? So anyways, I think I'm gonna cut this video short here. I hope you like this video. I've been trying to put out as much content as possible over the last like week or so. So I feel like I'm not gonna always have like sit down, make a ton of candles, sew a bunch, and do all that stuff all at one place, because I'm busy. I have a full-time job, I have a family, and so whenever I have time to sneak in like sewing at home, I do it. Anytime I have time to go to the studio to make candles, I try and sneak in like filming a bit. But sometimes, you know, time just like flows, or like I might forget to charge my camera, or my phone just has no storage, and then I don't get to film. But anyways, I just decided for 2025 I'm just gonna pick up a camera and just start like filming myself, like talking about something, whatever's on my mind related to my business, or like things that I want to do, aspire to do, or if I have time to like show you guys like me sewing or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I'm trying to be like a bit more casual with the way I do things, and like try different styles of vlogging or styles of editing. So if you've gone back to watch other videos of mine, they're each a bit different. Like the formula isn't the same, and I'm just trying to find my vibe. So if there's a certain vibe that you like, let me know in the comments down below, or if you don't care, feel free to let me know as well. But yeah, I hope you like this, and if you do, tell me down below. If you don't, tell me down below, but be nice. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, like this video as well if you like it, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.